When planning for business travel, there are a large number of factors that need to be taken into consideration. If you opt for private air charter providers, you cannot trust anyone who is over the internet with a superficial website and enticing people with fake promises. There must be some strategy that you need to consider before you choose a particular air charter provider who can make your trip the best or worse in it depending upon their range of services. The above-listed tips will help you to decide whether the FBO service provider you have chosen can provide you with the ultimately legitimate range of services within the provided frame of time. Opt for referrals. Today the internet has a wider range of options when it comes to choosing between service providers, depending on the customer reviews and ratings, which can be compared before finally choosing the best one. But physical inquiries made via telephone or in person can never be harmful and is more reliable than the source available over the internet. You can start your research by contacting the nearby airport, and they will recommend a list of FBO service providers in your area along with the characteristic features that separates them from their competitors. The FBO's office usually will hold a list of the third-party providers selected for aviation and ground handling services. Choose the one that has better business planning strategies and practices from the recommended list of service providers. End-to-end communication. Enhanced communication skills is always a good sign when it comes to choosing a service provider. When you set out on a business trip to foreign land, you are unaware of the practices or anything there, and hence you seek assistance. But if your service provider isn't clear or tips you with fewer details, then you will get lost. Make sure your service provider is clear with the communication and is tipping you with each and every essentials in detail. Hospitality at each phase. Once you choose the FBO service provider from the list, you need to ensure they are able to answer all your queries, and starting from the day you plan your trip, whether they are doing regular follow-ups and checks to ensure whether you are comfortable and all your confusions are cleared. There are many situations when a guest might panic, like during changing weather conditions or having to wait for ground transportation, which can usually take hours. Only a service provider having good relationships with the private charter operators can arrange for final minute flight change plans. A service provider with ample of years of experience in the industry can handle these kind of complexities at any time and customize an excellent solution for the guest who is waiting. With the proper planning, you need to ensure that your FBO service provider provides a proper chain of ground handlers or staff, civil aviation authorities, and a dedicated flight planning service with route analysis. The most important factor to be considered while planning for an international trip is working with an experienced team of professionals who are already experts at handling all kinds of queries, including last-minute cancellations or change of plan. The peace of mind that you gain working with such a team is immense.